Hello, I'm Alphavita. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So excited to have you guys here today. It's kind of a serious topic because the way it was realized and brought up to me was serious. First, I want to show you my nails really quick. I did them myself. I've never worked with gel before, like gel nail polish. I think I kind of have, but it was hard at the time. And they don't look terrible, but I feel like I kind of flooded my cuticle beds. Is that what they're called? For you nail people, ladies, gentlemen, and germs, you know what I'm trying to say, right? But slay, I had to show you. So, dang it, we're just not as self-aware as we think we are. I'm not as self-aware as I thought I was. Someone very, 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 very important to me told me recently, for a good while now, they did not feel comfortable around me. They did not like the way that I was treating them, the way that I was talking to them, the way that I would joke around with them, approach them, acknowledge them, etc. They just did not feel comfortable around me, and it just kept building up and building up. And I'm so glad that they finally brought this up to me, but they didn't bring it up to me for a long time because they didn't feel comfortable talking to me about it, because they thought it would ruin my relationship or our relationship with the other people in our lives we care for, and just ruin things and make things awkward between us. That's horrible. I thought I knew exactly how I made this person feel. I thought the way that I was treating them, cracking jokes with them, talking to them was okay. This person is my age, and I was treating them like a younger sibling, not like a friend. I didn't even acknowledge them as a friend. They didn't consider me a friend because A, friend doesn't make them feel the way that I was making them feel, and B, I really wasn't treating them like a friend. I didn't consider them a friend. I considered them like a younger sibling or a family member. Why? I don't whatever. It's not whatever, but I don't want to get too much into my personal story, but I'm telling you my personal story because sometimes when we're not constantly standing guard at the gates of our own mind, and we know exactly what's coming in and we know exactly what we're letting out, and we're mindful of the way we treat ourselves, of the way that we treat other people, especially those that we care about and are familiar with, the way that we speak and carry ourselves and just act and live in this life, if we're not constantly standing on guard, yeah, things get skewed, things get messed up. This person thought that I did not care for them. They thought that I wasn't genuine to them. My love for them is extraordinary. I love this person. They're exceptional. They inspire me even. And they didn't feel comfortable around me because I'm not as self-aware as I think that I am. I'm using people as an example. Okay, self-awareness is a spectrum. It goes for lots and lots and lots of things, right? But people mainly, especially people that you are familiar with, people that you've known for a long time, ask them, like, how are you? How do you see our relationship? Is the way that I'm treating you okay with you? We've known each other for a long time. Have your boundaries changed? I'm treating you the way that I treated you years ago, months ago. Is this okay with you? Like, check up on yourself, check up on the people around you, coworkers, your cats, your animals, your plants. Sometimes the way that you give care to all living things changes. Like, the way that I would treat my adult cat now is not the same way I would treat my kitten. Dang, the last video I made was so much better, but I'm gonna get my point across. My mother, okay, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have even mentioned that, but like, this is the realness of being new to YouTube. There's so much trial and error. My mother, thank you for your forgiveness, thank you by the way, would always tell me that the way that I made her feel and treated her and other people is the same exact way that this person told me the way that I made them feel. I didn't listen to my mom because my mom is someone who projects. My mom treated me the exact same way she was telling me I was treating her and other people. So coming from her, I was like, this woman don't know how she's treating me. I'm not gonna listen to her. I don't talk to people like that. The tone in my voice is fine. I'm not judgmental. I'm not disrespectful. I'm not inconsiderate. She is, and she's projecting it onto me. So no one has ever mentioned this to me aside from my mom. So for this person that I care about to finally say, Absidy, I know that you think this way of yourself, and this person even told me, like, I know that you are self-aware and you're confident, but you're not as like aware as you think you are. And for them to tell me that, I was like, dang, my mom knew what she was talking about. And it finally put it into a new perspective for me. Like, I was sort of aware of this poor behavior and this habit, but for it to like make this person cry and to make them feel sick to their stomachs, that makes me feel sick to my stomach. You don't ever want to make someone feel like shit, especially when you care about them. So for them to tell me this, I was like, yeah, something's gotta give. There's a poor behavior, a trait of mine. Like, we're not as self-aware as we think we are. I recently came to the conclusion that the pressure, because I'm very, 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 very hard on myself, and I still don't think I'm hard enough on myself. I still don't think I'm doing enough. I still don't think I'm reaching my full potential and being the best that I possibly could be, because I'm not. But when I have pressure on myself, when I'm hard on myself, I project that pressure onto other people. Like, it could be my diet, it could be the things that I'm eating and saying, it could be the things that I'm consuming, music, TV, movies, etc. It could be the color I put on my nails. And I think like, oh, this is what's good in my mind, so other people should do that too. So the people that are close to me, I project the pressure that I put on myself onto other people. I have been doing this as far as I can remember, and it just recently occurred to me. And even then I thought I was self-aware. We're constantly growing and changing and learning new things. You're not as self-aware as you think you are. And now for me to realize that, I have to go back and heal all that time that I had that bad behavior and fix it moving forward. It's not an easy thing to do. You need to do the same for yourself. And sometimes it's hard to start. Like, it's hard to find a starting point, because like, obviously if you're not aware of it, then how do you fix it, right? When other people give you feedback, there's a difference between when someone is constantly nitpicking you and nagging you and bitching you and putting you down, bitching at you and putting you down. And then there's another thing where someone important to you comes to you and says, hey, I don't like the way you make me feel, or hey, you probably shouldn't say that or talk to people that way, or like, I understand you're entitled to your opinion. This is kind of an unpopular opinion because these are the negative connotations that come with that opinion, and etc., etc. Listen to the people around you. You would hate if someone didn't validate your feelings, so you need to validate other people's feelings. When somebody comes to you and says, I don't like the way that you make me feel, this is why, this is how, you need to take that feedback. You can't say, I don't make you feel that way. I've never done that. I don't talk that way. You need to calm your ego down, because honey, if you think you're perfect, and this person said to me, you think your shit don't stink. I'm telling you now, if you think your shit don't stink, you got a rude awakening coming, okay? Because honey, ain't nobody perfect. And I don't think that I am, but because I'm hard on myself, I like to try to embody this perfect image that I have. And that affects people around me. You're not perfect, and you're not as self-aware as you think you are. You need to just take in this feedback. It's okay. It's not okay to be a shitty person, but at the same time, it's okay to be a human being and make mistakes and have poor behavior, and it's okay for someone to help you or remind you or correct you. It's okay. You don't have to get all upset and egotistical, because if that person is coming to you and trying to help you out and say, by the way, that person cares about you enough to help you correct that, because they don't want to see you look stupid. They don't want to see you make a fool of yourself and to hurt other people. That person cares about you. They care about your well-being. They're not trying to hurt you and put you down and make you feel bad. Like they're better than you. They're trying to better you. Listen to the people around you, okay? What's another point I wanted to bring up? I don't remember, but think about it. You're not as self-aware as you think you are. I hope I don't have to remake this video. God, please. Please, I'm begging you. But yeah, self-awareness comes in so many different aspects. We're human beings. We need to give each other some forgiveness and grace. Okay, listen. If someone, it starts with you. If somebody disrespects you, you can't go to them talking crazy, talking out your neck, saying, F you, F this, F that, you treated me this way, yada, 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 yada. Honey, you think you're gonna get respect like that? Sometimes people just don't know any better, okay? For my mom to tell me that I was acting this way, knowing that she was acting that way, we spoke about programs in my last video. Like, some people really just don't know better. Hi, babies. Some people just don't know any better. So clearly I was acting that way because my mother showed me and taught me to act that way. I didn't know any better, okay? We need to give each other some grace. So when somebody comes to you and says, this is how you made me feel, and they're showing you respect after you just disrespected them, you need to give them that respect that they're demanding. Like, it starts with you. People get so upset, like, oh, well, this person already mistreated me. They were already rude to me. They already disrespected me. Why do I have to give that back to them? Because they probably just didn't know any better. It literally starts with you. If someone doesn't treat you the way that you want them to, and you say, hey, no, I'm not gonna take that. That's not okay with me. Maybe you didn't realize, but these are my boundaries. This is how I demand to be treated. I'll respect you when you respect me. And I'm telling you now, that's not what we're doing. I wouldn't treat you that way, so don't treat me that way. Respectfully. And then you can say like, oh my gosh, like I didn't realize, and you guys can move forward from there. You don't have to get all egotistical and be like, well, for lack of better terms, like, well, you already disrespected me, yada, 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 yada. I don't owe you anything. No, and they don't owe you anything either. If you tell someone how you're feeling and they laugh in your face and continue to mistreat you, good riddance. Goodbye, sweetheart. I'm never speaking to you again. But if you can be adults and grown up and even have that conversation with a child, and it goes well and you have good communication and say, hey, like, we need to treat each other with kindness, and this is how I want to be treated, that's how you want to be treated, so that's how I'm going to treat you, and this is how I demand for you to treat me. Awesome. But if you can't take that criticism, if you can't take that correction and for that advice, you have a problem. You're the problem. And if somebody doesn't take that when you give it to them, they're the problem. Goodbye. I would hope nobody keeps you in their life. if you don't change your behavior towards them when they ask you nicely to. I would hope they don't keep you around. That's embarrassing. And this person that came to me like this even said to me, like, I know you have like your YouTube channel and this is what you're preaching, but this is how you're making me feel. I'm like, girl, good. I'm glad you're coming to me now. I'm not happy that I made you feel that way, but don't sugarcoat it. This is not about my feelings. This is about your feelings. That person came to me respectful and kind of hesitant because they didn't want to make me feel bad. And I was like, no, you're absolutely right. This is what I'm preaching. This is not about my feelings right now. This is about your feelings. You're going to tell me how you demand to be respected. You're going to tell me what I'm doing to you and how it's not working and what needs to give, what needs to change. This is not about my feelings. I do practice what I preach. So for her to tell me that I was making her feel that way, I said, honey, no, do not hold back. I'm someone who disrespected you and you're not going to take that. Just because I preach it doesn't mean that I can't, like when someone dishes it out to me doesn't mean I can't take it. And this person started to like, you know what? Actually, yeah, this is how you make me feel. This is this, that, and the third, right? Because I could handle it. Because I was listening to them and I was taking it. And I was like, you know what? I never realized that before. Thank you for demanding that respect. Thank you for telling me how you deserve and demand to be treated so I can actually treat you that way. Am I getting my point across here? You're not as self-aware as you think you are, and that's okay. We're human beings. We need to give each other some grace and forgiveness. We need to kindly correct each other and respect each other. You're not always going to please everybody. And you have to understand that not everyone is always going to please and appease to you. It doesn't work like that. We need to work together to help each other, to guide each other, to correct each other in a polite, respectful manner. You're not as self-aware as you think you are, and that's okay. You need to start listening to all the life around you and think, does this make me feel good? Does that make this person, thing, plant, animal feel good? Like, listen to your body. You just know people's body language. Like, I know I mention animals and plants often, but like, seriously, the things that I'm telling you goes for all the life around us. Take your plants, for example. I'm gonna imagine my monstera was one of my friends. My monstera thrives in, it's a tropical plant, right? It thrives in humidity. It needs something to climb up for it to guide it so it can grow in the right direction. If I don't have anything for this monstera to climb towards, if I'm not giving this monstera the proper moisture and soil and nutrients that it needs, that monstera is gonna die. That monstera is gonna crawl on the floor till it finds something to guide it, and without the proper nutrients and hydration, moisture, it's gonna die. If you're not giving your friend the love and guidance that they need to grow in the right direction, and this goes both ways, your friend and that friendship is going to die off because they're going to think, this friend isn't helping me. This friend isn't loving me, giving me what I need. This friendship has to go. And if your friend isn't giving you the love and guidance and direction and correction that you need and the nutrients, you need to get rid of that person respectfully. Does that make sense? And I'm so sorry that I stopped and I was hesitant and I kind of stuttered throughout the video. But have forgiveness for me too. I got my point across. I got out everything that I wanted to say. Just listen. Listen, you're not perfect. You're not ever going to be perfect, but you can constantly better yourself and become more self-aware of the habits and things that you're doing. You have got to stand guard at the gate of your mind and be totally, 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 completely mindful of what you let out of that gate and what you let into that gate. What you let out and what you let in. Be mindful of what you're giving out, because it's in return is going to be the same or similar to what you're letting in. Because if you're only mindful of those things that you're letting out and in, that's all that's going to come out and in. Do you get what I'm saying? If you can't take feedback, you're going to keep getting the same results. If you don't correct yourself, you're going to keep getting the same results. May God bless you. May you have a wonderful day. May God bless you. May the universe bless you. May who and whatever you put your love and energy and obedience and submission into, may they bless you. May you be blessed. Please, God. May you bless all those that are around me and all those that I love. May God bless all those that are around you and all those that you love. Please continue to take good, excellent care of yourselves and be selfless. Please continue to take good, excellent care of others and the life around you, but also be self-loving and self-serving. Take care of yourselves and take care of all those that are around you. From one human being to another, I love you. I forgive you. I give you grace, because I'm not perfect. As much as I like to think that I am, I'm not. Far, 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 far from it. I give you grace. I forgive you. It's okay. You can always fix your poor behaviors. You can always be a better person. It's okay, and I love you. May God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Be mindful. Stand guard at those gates and see how different your life will become. Also, this is Little Bear, my cat. I'm so glad she can make a cameo. Again, I'm Alfavita. Thank you for coming to my channel. Have a beautiful, 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 beautiful day. I love you.